Hello, successful people. Welcome to the Iron Fire Success Channel. I'm GK.
And I'm Mo.
Thank you to our subscribers. We really appreciate your support.
And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe for more information about model home tours and new home construction in San Antonio and the surrounding areas.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the best low-cost upgrades to give you the biggest impact to your new home construction building project. All right, let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to give you my 10 best low-cost upgrades that have the biggest impact during your new construction home building project. Now, there's more than 10, and if you want the full list, go on the blog www.ironfiresuccess.com and you can see some more. Now, if you're wondering why I'm talking like this, I am wearing Invisalign, and so pardon me if it kind of sounds a little funny sometimes. Anybody that's interested in knowing what it's like to have Invisalign and what the real deal is, I'm also blogging about that. So go to the blog at ironfiresuccess.com and you can kind of read about what I'm going through with this. So I'm going to do this with the Invisalign in my mouth. So number one is LED Flushmount lights. Now, by the way, these aren't in any particular order. So this is just number one on my list right here. So the reason why LED Flushmount lights are on here is because not all builders offer extra lighting in the ceiling in every room of the house. Some builders offer it in the kitchen and maybe in a dining room or a great room, but some builders just have the light in the middle of the ceiling and then will make you pay to upgrade the lights around that. By getting LED flush mounts, they're not that expensive. They're really anywhere between $4 and $20 a piece on average. And by doing that, you can get a lot more lighting in your room. It'll be a lot easier to see. You won't have to have that. And if you want to see, by the way, an example of what it looks like when you don't have any other lights in the ceiling, check out our video on the Builder Basic Model 1 home. And you'll see how there's just ceiling fans there with no other lights in the ceiling. And it's not that great, especially if you're working from home or trying to do anything in a room. It doesn't really cost that much to add the LED flush mounts. And if, like us, our bill came standard with recessed can lights, that's the big housing that has the big light bulb in it. That costs, I think, about $200 or $225 a piece. Where an LED flush mount, like I said, is anywhere between $4 and $20. So we actually saved money on our bill and got a credit on our contract for not getting those recessed cans. Okay, number two, comfort or chair height toilets. Now, this might not seem like a big deal at all, but trust me, when you have bad knees, or if you're an older person, or maybe you have a particular disability, being able to sit down and get up from the toilet is a chore, right? And these are the little things in life that might make it a little bit easier for us if you do upgrade to a comfort or chair height toilet. Now, a standard height toilet is usually between 14.5 and 16.5 inches between the floor and the top of the toilet seat, where a standard height is usually about chair height. That's about 17 to 19 inches between the floor and the toilet seat. And sometimes it doesn't cost more money to upgrade to comfort height at all, because toilets come in various, price points, varieties and ranges. So I think it might have been an extra $25 per toilet to get comfort height. Number three, a push button garbage disposal. Now, I think this cost about $80 in our new home build. I hope I did get this. Well, it was about $80 to upgrade to a push button garbage disposal. This also may seem like a little thing, but in the home we were renting, to run the garbage disposal, I had to open up the cabinet underneath the sink and flick a switch and then flick it off. And in some places, it's a switch that's above the sink. If you just want the convenience of pushing that button and that's it for the garbage disposal, It's not a lot of money to do that, and it adds that sleek, modern look that everybody's trying to get in their home. Number 4, extra outlets and switches. Now, anybody that's watched our previous videos knows that Mo and I are definitely an advocate for more outlets and more switches. Let's start with the switches. Number 1, we want to be able to individually control things no matter where we are in our home. We don't want to walk back and forth across a room, lazy or convenient, whatever you want to call it. We're not doing that if we don't have to. Also with outlets, we made sure there were ample outlets inside of closets, the utility room. You can plug in vacuum cleaners and other appliances that you might not think about where it's going to go when you're building your new home. More outlets, more switches, and we also got floor outlets for things like your reclining furniture, where in these new open floor plans you don't have a lot of wall space necessarily, so you need somewhere to plug in your reclining furniture, lamps, computers if you're working from home or have a home office. Okay, number 5, tiled fireplaces. Now, this is a low-cost upgrade that gives you a lot of impact because stone or brick surrounding a fireplace gets expensive, especially if you want to take it all the way up to the ceiling. Tile is a great alternative because you can get something that looks good. Hopefully, you can find something that's within the standard offerings of your builder. We did that and have these Schluters that run around the outside of the fire. I guess I should say we will have these Schluters that run around the outside of the fireplace when it's done. And we figured that would give it a nice modern touch, a nice look without having to spend extra money getting a stone surround or brick surround. You can also do this after the build too by getting brick look or stone look tile, and then you could hook it up yourself. Number 6. Number 6 is my honorary mention because it's the thing that I think is almost on everybody's list who talks about ways to save money during a new build. And this is extra upgraded padding under the carpet rather than paying extra money for upgraded carpet. Now, we don't have any carpet anywhere in our home, but from what I understand, it's not really the carpet itself that gives you that nice cushiony feel under your feet. It's really the caliber of the padding. So since upgrading carpet can be expensive, where upgrading the padding is a great alternative to give you a better feel without spending as much money. Number 7, soft close drawers and cabinets. Now, I have never lived in a place that has this, right? And I didn't even know what I was missing until I went to someone's house and started visiting model homes that had this soft close. No more banging and slamming cabinet doors. I wish when my kids were little, I would have had that and not had to hear that drawer banging every time they got something out of it. This is something that may actually cause you to upgrade your level of cabinet package and maybe not. In our build, we didn't have to upgrade the cabinet package. We paid an additional $2,000 to get soft close throughout the entire home. So just know that it's one of those things that it's a great thing to have. You could also do this after the fact as well. But if it costs you to have to elevate your entire kitchen package, you may not feel that it's worth it. Number 8, Cat 6 and Ethernet pre-wiring. Now, this is where you get your house pre-wired with these Ethernet ports that you can use to plug your device directly into your internet instead of using Wi-Fi. This is the kind of thing that's really not that expensive. It costs us about $85. Our package came with a certain number and we added some on so we would have them in just about every room where there was going to be a TV or a computer. So think about doing that. This way it's hardwired in. You can plug your computer, if you work from home, if you have a gamer or you use a lot of TV streaming services. And then this way you'll got a really strong connection and don't have to depend on Wi-Fi. Okay, number 9, half light blind doors. This is something that came standard with our house, but I figured out that it's not really an expensive upgrade to do because these are looking like blinds that are built into the door. Usually you see them on patio doors or maybe a door off a kitchen. It'll be a single door that has a glass panel in the middle, some French doors also leading to patios. You see these where it allows you to just use it like you would a mini blind on a window, and you might not need any other shades or curtains over your window. This is something you could also do after the fact as well, because I've seen these online that look like they cost anywhere between $150 and up, depending on the size of the glass and the size of the window. It's a nice touch. It's a nice upgrade. It's not really that much, and it might not even, like in my case, it might not even add anything onto the cost of your build. It'll just be a choice. And number 10, USB outlet covers. Now, this is something that may not be an upgrade choice through your builder. I don't recall that our builder offered this as a choice, but I want it, and we're definitely doing it after the fact. And that's so that instead of always having that big bulky block that you have to plug into the wall and then plug in my iPad or iPhone or whatever, that it's just a USB outlet. I could plug it directly in. I've seen them in regular USB. I've seen them with USB-C. I've seen them on Amazon for as low as $12, and you know the price goes up depending on what you want. But it's a little thing that if you strategically place it in the right spot, maybe it's where you're always going to be sitting or always using a device, or the kitchen, perhaps near the island. This is a nice convenience that will have a big impact for a little bit of money. Okay, so there you have it, the 10 best low-cost upgrades that can have the biggest impact in your new home construction. Remember to go to www.ironfiresuccess.com for the full list. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you got some good tips for your new construction project.
And for more information, check out our blog at www.ironfiresuccess.com.
Yes, and please like and subscribe to this channel for more content about building a new construction home and model home tours in San Antonio and the surrounding areas.
Until next time, be peaceful and count your blessings.